Hello, friend. Welcome to our today's session. And in our today's discussion, we will talk about ratio and proportion. This is a very important topic, especially for those who are in class 6 and they want to excel their mathematics language actually. So, first of all, let's see that what is the ratio actually. So ratio, let me write it to get some more idea about this. That ratio is nothing but the comparison of sizes or measures. Comparison of sizes or measures. Okay. Now measures measures or sizes of what? Of any two quantities any two quantities of same kind by division of same kind by division. Okay, so now let's discuss this in some more details and try to figure out various concepts which are related to this ratio. So, if we talk about some examples related to ratio, like ratio of rupees 8 is to rupees 13. So, we can express this in a manner like 8 is to 13, right? In the similar manner, like we can check for different cases, like if we have ratio of 5 is to 11. So, this particular double dot is actually referred to as is to. Okay, so now let's discuss a few conditions or few cases related to this ratio. So point number one, that since ratio is actually a fraction, so both the terms numerator and denominator can be multiplied or divided by the same non-zero number. So let's say we have 5 upon 30. Okay, so out of this 5 here is called as numerator, right? And this 13 over here is called as denominator. Numerator and denominator. Okay, so anything which is above is a numerator, anything which is below is a denominator. So what we can do is like what we need to be very careful. Like if we multiplying any number over the denominator, we have to multiply the same with this numerator or denominator also. So like for the numerator will become 10 and denominator will become 26, right? So this time again, similarly if we divide any numerator by some number, we have to divide the denominator also with the same number. You cannot say that I'm going to divide the numerator only and I won't divide the denominator, right? So you have to divide both of them and then only you will be getting the fruitful result, that is 5 upon 30. Okay, this is the first case, right? Second point, the order of the terms of ratio is very important. If I'm writing 8 is to 13, so this can be represented as 8 upon 13 and not as 13 upon 8, right? However, if you have written as 13 is to 8, then it can be referred as 13 upon 8 and not as 8 upon 30. So this order is very important, right? So this is the second point over here. Fine. Now the third point, that the ratio exists only between two quantities of same kind. That means if we have, let's say, rupee 30 and 50 meter, so this is unit of distance and this is unit of currency, so there is no ratio between them. However, if we have 30 meter and 50 meter, so we can have a ratio of 30 upon 50, or this can be written as 30 is to 50, or it can be written as 3 is to 5 after cancelling both the zeros. Okay? So, like, if unless and until the units of these two numbers are same, you cannot divide or you cannot make a ratio of these numbers like this. Okay? Next point, like ratio has no unit. Ratio has no unit means like if you have 30 meter upon 40 meter, so technically it is 3 is to 4, right? We can cancel out zeros. In the same manner we can cancel out the units also. So the output is nothing but just 3 is to 4. Okay? Now let's discuss a few examples. Let's try to solve a couple of examples over here and let's see what we can do. So let's say we have one example that number of boys in a school is 1200 and the number of girls is 800. Find the ratio of number of boys to that of number of girls in a very simple form. Okay, so let me write it for you. Number of boys, this is how much we have? We have 1200, I think, right? Yeah, this is 1200. Number of girls in a school are 800, right? Number of boys 1200 and number of girls are 800. So the ratio of the girls and boys is 1200 and 800. Ratio of boys to the girls, ratio of boys to girls equal to 1200 upon 800, right? You can cancel out these two zeros and it will become 12 upon 8. You can further cancel out 2 6 are 12, 2 4 are 8, 2 3 are 6, 2 2 are 4, and your answer will be 3 is to 2. Right? So this is what you need to do in case of your ratio exercises. In a very similar method, let's try to figure out some more questions. Like, let's say there were two girls, right, of aged 12 years and 15 years, right? 12 years and 15 years. And let's say they want to divide 180 in the ratio of their ages. How much money would each get, right? So the thing is like we have the age of two girls are there. So age of first girl. So this is first girl is 12 years. Second girl is 15 years, right? So in order to solve these kind of questions, let's see how we can proceed on this. So the thing is like we have a ratio of two girls. Ratio is equal to 12 upon 15. 3 4s are 12, 3 5s are 15. So the ratio is 4 is to 5, right? So now let the first now the thing is like both of these girls want to divide rupees 180 in such a way that they get the money in accordance of their ratio of their age, and the ratio shows over here is 4 is to 5. So let's say the first girl may get 4x, right? Second girl will get 5x. Of course, then only, like, if you divide 4x by 5x, you will get the ratio as 4 is to 5. So this is the amount of money the first girl gets. Amount by first girl. First girl. And 5x is amount by second girl. So 4x plus 5x equals to 180, or 9x equals to 180, right? Or x equals to 180 upon 9, and that's equal to 20. So the amount received by first girl is 4 into 20, that is 80, and amount received by second girl second girl 4 into in fact it is 5 into 20, and this is 100, right? So second girl will get rupees 100 and the first girl will get rupees 80, and if you sum both of them you will get 180, right? So this is how you are supposed to work over the problems of ratios, right? In the similar manner, we have another concept, that is what is the proportion. So let's discuss this, how we can proceed with the proportion part. Okay. Fine. Now, proportion is nothing but just the kind of equality of two ratios. Okay. Proportion is nothing but just the quality of two ratios. Fine. So equality of two ratios is something like, let's say we have 12 upon 16, right? And this can be equal to 3 upon 4. So yes, this ratio and this ratio, these are said to be in proportion with each other. Fine. Now what kind of questions you might be getting? You will be getting this term, and this term, and you need to find out this particular term. Okay, so let's take it out. Let's say 12 upon 16 equals to x upon 4. 4 4s are 16 and 4 3s are 12. X equals to 3. Okay. Now the thing is, like, if we can try to figure out how we can proceed with these kind of sums. So let's directly jump to a couple of questions. So let's say, like, if we take an example over here, we can say that yes, we have to check. Let's say we have a question and we have to check whether 25 gram is to 30 gram, okay, and 40 kg and 48 kg, are these two terms in proportion or not? So you know very well that in case of ratios there is no meaning of units actually, right? So we can check what we can what is the output of 25 upon 30. So this is 5 5s are 25 and 5 6 are 30. This is 5 upon 6. Similarly, let's put 40 upon 48 also, right? 2 2s are 4, 24, 10, 12, 2 5s are 10, 2 6 are 12. This is 5 upon 6. This was equation number 1, this was equation number 2. Right? This means like 25 is to 30 is in proportion with 40 is to 48. Right? Now, let's take some another example. Let's say we have to find out that yeah, it's like, let's say I have I have a small question like cost of 10 pence equal to rupees 30, right? Then what will be the cost of 20 pence? I don't have any idea about it. How can we solve these kind of questions? Like just put them in a ratio 10 is to 20 equals to 30 upon, right? Now take a cross multiplication, that x equals to 30 into 20 upon 10, and this will lead to 60. That means the cost of 10 pence is rupees 30, then the cost of 20 pence will be rupees 60. Alright? So this is how you can complete your task, and you can work over almost all these different questions of exercise 8.2. So if you have any question, any doubt so far in this ratio and proportion, so you can let me know, and you are free to let me know, in fact. And for SMC especially, we are still left with unitary method and speed, distance, and time actually. So if you need my help in that chapter, you are requested to go ahead and confirm me. Okay. So thank you so much and have a nice time ahead. Bye bye.